Interesting race, the first here at Oakbank. Number 2 is the late male, Smooth Takeoff, to be ridden by Paul Gatt. Drawn out a little bit, plenty of speed in this particular event, and it does come off a nice Class 3 win and looked very well indeed in the mounting enclosure.
Conditions today, the track is officially rated as good. And let's join Hilton Donaldson for the call of race 1.
Moving in well. Now Roman Drama comes up. Thank you, Matt. Hello to you once again. Getting set quickly. Smooth Takeoff next along. And thank you, Chris Kearns, on our Sky Channel service. Welcome, everybody. Now, Chris Bryant was seemingly parted, or he did part from Cadasher over near the 1400 behind the hill. But everything's all right. Chris walked back and the clerk of the course led the horse back to the start. One of the last out, but one of the first around to the gates. Cadasher, she's first up today for 14 months. Travis Creek training Nip of Cognac, former premiership winning jockey in Adelaide, yet to have a winner at the races. Now we're just checking, I think this may be the news that the horse has been passed fit, Cadasher. They stand pretty well. Now we've got, yeah, there's an attendant at the 350 metre mark in a blue coat. They're off and racing. He's standing right inside the rail. Cadasher was slow to begin. First away from the inside was Beedman, showing speed. Charlize, Roman Drama, Nip of Cognac, and pressing on Bonacci. Over on the inside, just behind them, Boulder Blaze from Smooth Takeoff. Favour got away well today from Oak Express, followed by a Feathered Tail, then Dortmunder, Cyclone at Sea. Then Nip well back to next on the inside, Guns and Glory from Cadasher and Simond. That attendant has moved away from the inside rail. The leader, Roman Drama, a length in front. Second on the outside is Beedman. Third, Charlize, followed by Bonacci. Smooth Takeoff, Boulder Blaze from Nip of Cognac. Favour starting to work off the inside, getting into the clear. Then came a Feathered Tail and wider out Oak Express. At the 300, Roman Drama still the leader from Beedman. Here's Smooth Takeoff with a big finish. Favour running on well, takes a split nearer the inside. Deep out running on late, Nip of Cognac. Oak Express is sweeping down the outside. Favour got through. Oak Express wide out. They look to fight it out. Favour Oak Express, they're wide apart. Oak Express won it. Oak Express a half length on the line to favour. Third, Nip of Cognac. Fourth, Smooth Takeoff. Followed in by Cyclone at Sea. Dortmunder late from Beedman, a nice run. And then came Simond and Smooth Takeoff. Roman Drama knocking up. Followed by Bonacci, Guns and Glory. Then Cadasher. Well back of Feather Tail, Charlize and Boulder Blaze. And could this be a sign of things to come, putters? They're sweeping early, wide and late. Oak Express will win at number 7. A big effort. Claire Lindop for David Balfour. This mare has denied favour a win at Oakbank. 2 years ago, he ran 6th in a 3-year-old open handicap. Last year, he was declared a non-runner after being held unfairly, according to the stewards in the gates, and was second across the line in this very same race last year. He'll be a runner this year, but he's been beaten by Oak Express. That's been a big effort by this mare, who was well and truly in the market. Now for third, we had Nip of Cognac, David Carney for Travis Creek. Favours Michael Hoppo for David Jolly. Still Travis yet to get that elusive first winner as a trainer. But if he trains anything like he rode in races, that won't be too far away once he gets some good cattle under his care. 7 is first, Oak Express by Revoke from Esprit. As Claire Lindop comes back. She won a race yesterday, one of the feature races at Penola. It's rare that a South Australian race day goes by that C. Lindop is not written on your piece of paper as a winner. 7, 1, 4 and 2, they should be on the first race, and the stewards were concerned there about an attendant who obviously is just working at the carnival for the first time, standing no more than a foot inside the running rail on the home turn, but the ever-alert stewards there got him back off the course.
Okay, thank you, Hilton. Let's head straight to Caulfield. They're at the gates for race 1. Here's Andrew Bensley.
Hello to you, Matt. Yes, first race coming up over 1,200 metres. My number's the same as the preview this morning, 3, 6, 1 and 10. Poseidon's Secret. Stella Grand number 6 has been a drifter. Under's the tote. Wyndham Power out to double figure odds on track. And then down to 9 Canetto and 10 Voladon. There's been specking for the 10 here, and it's good value on the tote at about $8.
On the inside is Flying Isles. Stella Grand is ready. And Goldfin to come up now with Mayak, Prince Rapper and Satin Spin. And Lincoln 21 is just down the chute, and it's going to come up riderless. So to come forward now is Satin Spin. Mayak has gone up. Lincoln 21 to come in riderless now. Walks in. And we wait on Prince Rapper to come up, and they'll be ready for the Acorn Super Vobis, the opening race for the day. Rail in the true. Wyndham Power's well behaved at the moment. Prince Rapper coming along. Now they're ready. Ready for the Acorn. One to come up on the outside. And that was Caulfield. It's gone in. Set to go. Stella Grande in 2. Attended with Wyndham Power. Ready. Signal racing. Left in a pretty good line too, jumped as one actually, and Mayak out wide and Volatant, and Canotto began fast with Prince Rapper. Getting away well, Stella Grande up on the inside, and Golfin is further out when they settle down. Lincoln 21 has gone back to last in the early point. From the outside, Mayak led now from Golfin Volatant. Canotto's gone up 4th on the inside, Stella Grande 5th. 2 lengths further back, Wyndham Power around Prince Rapper, and they're followed by further back in the race coming down the side, Flying Isles. Just ahead of it is Tonka, a length and a half further back, Poseidon Secret, with Satin Spin and Lincoln 21 last of all, 600 out. Mayak on the inside and Volatant. Canotto 1 off the fence. Out 4 deep on the outside, Golfin, 2.5, Stella Grande up to 5th. A length further back in the race, Tonka, then Wyndham Power. Well back on the turn at the head of the others, Prince Rapper, Poseidon Secret, Satin Spin, Flying Isles and Lincoln 21. They turn for home. Mayak the inside, Volatant out wider. Back in the middle is Canotto, and they're 2.5 in front of Golfin. Then further back in the race, the inside, Flying Isles, Volatant and Canotto getting up to Mayak. Further out on the track with a late run, Flying Isles coming home well wider out, Stella Grande and Lincoln 21 with a late run. Flying Isles has put its head in front. Stella Grande after it with Lincoln 21, but Flying Isles has won. 3/4 to probably Lincoln 21 second. And those in front of Stella Grande third back in the middle. Then Volatant further back in the race, and at the head of the others is Mayak. They're followed by Golfin, Canotto, well back Satin Spin, Poseidon Secret, followed by Tonka. In behind them Prince Rapper, and last of all is Wyndham Power. Number 13, a bolter at $98.10. It's 13 in a photo, Flying Isles. Blake Shin has won. Number 11 has come from last to run second, Lincoln 21, and third is number 6, Stella Grande. 13, 11 and 6, number 10 is fourth, Volatant. 13, 11, 6 and 10. 13, 11, 6 and 10. Well done, Lincoln. That's right. All right, let's have a look at the dividends here. Flying Isles at 98, 10 and 14.70. 98, 10 and 14.70. Lincoln 21 at 4.20 and Stella Grande at $1.90. So there's a result for books. 100 to 1 chance getting up. Flying Isles. Had a look at the tape of it yesterday. Now, where did we see it, Flying Isles? It was at Stony Creek. It ran 6th.
And that was on a slow track, that run at Stony Creek too. He started 9 to 2 at his only previous start, considerably shorter than today, but that was on 13, 11 and 6. It's getting around to the start for the PJ Bell at Randwick. Mimsical number 3, second up after a spell. She resumed with the first up win at Flemington. She won very well that day by 3.5 lengths down the straight, ridden by Damien Oliver, who's on board again today. She returns to Randwick, where she's won a couple of times before. Trained at Warwick Farm, of course, by Gary Portelli. Let's join Ron Dufficy now at Randwick for the late mail race.
Racing this time, Mimsical wide out, jumped out quickly, so did Besame, Mucho and Dorky, and Bouchette going fast with a little dabble, do ya? Not far away, Aim for Gold, and then Ms. Nichols, followed by Crown Princess, and then the Queenslander Kidnapper, followed by Bella Carus, and then Olivia de Bell over on the inside, Slice of Paradise, Sky Cuddle wide out, Miss Ivy and Charm Viewer the last pair. Down by the 800, and Bouchette the leader narrowly from a little dabble, do ya? Besame, Mucho out 3 and 4 wide, a length and a half to Ms. Nichols, Crown Princess, followed by Kidnapper. Dorky's out on a limb, a length and a half further away, Mimsicle, and then comes getting back Aim for Gold, Olivia de Bell, Slice of Paradise, Charmview, Sky Cuddle, Bella Caress, and Absolute is Miss Ivy. They're homeward bound in the first, and Bouchette narrowly from a Little Dabble Do Ya. Besame Mucho, Kidnapper, plenty of room along the rail. Dorky the outside, and the deepest is the favourite Mimsicle. 220 to travel, and Besame Mucho got past Bouchette, a length and a half. Dorky, Mimsicle is only plugging, and then Charmview, but Besame Mucho, she is racing away, a much improved horse, and Besame Mucho wins it well from Bouchette and Dorky. Nothing in it for Miners. Aim for Gold wide out, then Charmview, Miss Nichols, Olivia de Bell, Miss Ivy, Slice of Paradise. Mimsicle didn't run on. Sky Cuddle, Kidnapper, followed home by Crown Princess. Then Bella Caress and a Little Dabble Do Ya finished at the tail of the field. By gee, she's flying, this filly. Really, Bart's got this filly absolutely going great guns. The hat-trick to her now. Huey Bowman riding her for J.M. Ryan by Oncosta de Lago from Lottie. Beautifully bred by a brown filly. And she's had the 5 starts now for 3 wins. Waiting on the numbers to come up. 10, Besame Mucho will be first. Bouchette and Dorky. It's a very close go for second and third. Dorky's on the outside, so with the rail out, we've got to lean that little more, so she might get up for second. Yes, she has, in fact. Number 1 is second, Dorky, Corey Brown. And number 7 is third, and that is Bouchette, who ran a big race after showing plenty of speed. By the same token, the second horse has done a good job. She was wide all the way. Bouchette third, Danny Beasley, and Greg Hickman, the trainer. And the official fourth was number 4, and that was Aim for Gold. So 10, 1, 7 and 4.
Thanks, Ian. I know Bart's looking forward to Wednesday, where he's got his crack sprinter Tycoon running in the Galaxy. Didn't fare too well in the barrier draw, though. Tycoon drew barrier 12 in a field of 13 for Wednesday's Galaxy. First for it there at Randwick, 10, 1, 7 and 4, pays $27,243.90 on the first.
Run a race, the cantankerous one. He goes well here, Power from Port. Final missed. She won this race 3 years ago. She ran 7th last year, and she split both those runs with a second in 2002. She's had 1 run since her run in this race last year. Corridorian, trained by Dennis McNamee, who won the race last year with Al Ramil. Now, Power from Port, what sort of mood's he in? They get him there, they let him do the rest himself, he's in. He likes Oakbank. He might run a race, this bloke. He's, what is he on the tote? He's 27, 40 and 490. So they're all in and set for the Greys. Ready. They take the blindfold off Power from Port. He sees the track as the gates open, and beginning nicely out wide, Topo Mio. Going fast was on the inside, Corridorian, showing good speed. Also Artfulino. Quantum Leap working forward, followed by Blair, River Chai. Then Final Mist, followed by Lucy in the Sky from Danny Boy. Groove, 2 lengths Power from Port on the outside of Mr. Heartland. And 3 lengths away, last of all, was Batenhausen, beaten for speed. They come off the back straight. They've got just on 600 metres to go. It's Artfulino on the outside of Topo Mio. Third, Corridorian travelling from River Chai, Blair. And wider out on the course, Quantum Leap. Then Final Mist held up, followed by Lucy in the Sky. Danny Boy didn't take that hill run too well as they straighten at the 350. Artfulino went to the lead. Corridorian got through. River Chai now third. Deep out Blair, and then Quantum Leap wider. Widest of all, Danny Boy right down the outside. Batenhausen. Artfulino in front. Final Mist running up behind them, and Corridorian on the inside coming after Artfulino. Artfulino and Corridorian. Corridorian on the inside, put the head out and won it. Back to back for Dennis McNamee and the Greys at Oakbank. Corridorian beat Artfulino. Third, I think, Final Mist. And then came Lucy in the Sky from Blair, and wider out Danny Boy finally got going when they straightened. In a wall next, we had Mr. Heartland, River Chai, Power from Port, and Batenhausen wide out from Groove, and Quantum Leap didn't do a great deal, and pulling up behind the others was Topo Mio. Corridorians won at number 6, Jared Lorenzini for Dennis McNamee. He had success in this race last year, did Dennis, and indeed the Ascot Thoroughbred Syndicate managed by Alan Scott with Al Ramil. And that Mount Gambier maiden win was emphatic, really. However, to come to Oakbank and win has been a major step up in grade. However, the price of $11.90 and $3.30, that form was respected, as indeed was the trainer. I've got no doubt if Artfulino was allowed to lead on her own merits, then she would have won the race. She was denied the lead by Topo Mio, which has come in stone motherless last at 214 to 1. She's gone down about a head. If she leads the race and controls, she wins, but she was denied the lead. Justin Potter, Dion Kosh, and third will be number 3, Final Mist. Well, what a gelding he is. 4 years in this race. He won it what is now 4 times ago. He ran second after that, 7th last year, and he's come back for 3rd this year after having 1 run between last year's Grey's race and this one. Nozi Tomazawa for Glenn Webb and Lucy in the Sky, an encouraging first up run. 6.534, Quinella 52.30. The trifecta $1,090. I don't think Danny Boy handled the track whatsoever.
Okay, Hilt, thank you. And the first of today's hurdle races is coming up next at Oakbank with the Lumber Classic Hurdle. To be run over 3,000 is the favourite. She's the top pick. And let's return to Caulfield for the late mail with Andrew.
Man, I'm happy enough to stick with the horse that I tipped earlier this morning. It's coming to town for the first time, Run and Jump. Trained on the track though, so it obviously would have galloped.
Settles again. Signal racing. Got away to a good start too, and Chickadee and also Shawnar and No Chatter going forward further out in the track. Coastal Waters and Onglay's the favourite, whipping around the outside, and she's heading up towards the lead. She's working a little, can't head off Shawnar and Coastal Waters the middle. Further back, Frangelica out a little deeper, travelling forward, followed by Flag Raiser, No Chatter. Dear Deputy going back now from Deck the Dolphins, Chickadee, and Run and Jump last of all. Up the back of the track of the 1,500, and Shawnar kept the lead at a good clip. A length and a half, Frangelica, a length further back. Onglay settled third on the outside of Flag Raiser fourth. 2 further back in the race, Coastal Waters on the outside of No Chatter. A length and a half, Dear Deputy, over on the inside of it, Deck the Dolphins. 2 to Chickadee and 3/4 Run and Jump. Up the back of the track of the 1,200 metre mark, and a good speed set up by Shawnar. 2.5 lengths in front of, on the outside, Onglays in the blue colours. The inside of it, Frangelica. A length and a half to Flag Raiser, 1 off the fence fourth. 2 further back, Coastal Waters. The inside, No Chatter. 2.5 then to Dear Deputy. Over on the inside, Deck the Dolphins. 2 lengths Chickadee, and a good 2 lengths last of all to Run and Jump. Coming down the side, inside the 1,000 metre mark. Steadying the speed a little in front, Shawnar, about 3/4 to Onglays. Flag Raisers off the fence and up 3 deep. Frangelica getting a good run fourth from No Chatter fifth. The length into Coastal Waters ridden along. 2 further back, Deck the Dolphins outside of Dear Deputy. 2 to Chickadee and 2.5 last of all to Run and Jump. At the 650 metre mark, Shawnar just led. Flag Raise having a crack at it. Back in the middle and ridden along at the moment, Onglays in the blue colours. 2 lengths further back, No Chatter outside at Coastal Waters from Frangelica. Chickadee taking off around the outside of Dear Deputy, and further back, Deck the Dolphins. 2 to Run and Jump. Shawnar straightened up a half in front. Onglays, the rider, throwing everything at it, followed by No Chatter. Then Dear Deputy, Frangelica, Deck the Dolphins. Chickadee right down the middle, coming with a long run. No Chatter's gone up on the outside, hit the front from Shawnar. Then a gap 2 further back, Deck the Dolphins, and Chickadee on the outside, but No Chatter sprints away at the 100 metre mark, and she's safely home. She's gone 3 in front of Deck the Dolphins. Shawnar, Run and Jump with a late run, but No Chatter wins easily, about 3 lengths in the run home to Deck the Dolphins. Third on the outside is Run and Jump from Shawnar, Chickadee. A gap, Dear Deputy, Frangelica. Onglays knocked right up and is back with Coastal Waters near the tail with Flag Raiser. Oh, that's an easy win to number 4, No Chatter. Number 4, No Chatter, joined in down at the 350 metre mark. No Chatter taking the lead with about 300 metres to go, and she's raced right away, number 4. And she's won easily. Ridden up closer last start on the lead, but today she's come with a long run. And she's won comfortably, number 4, No Chatter, ridden by Rowan Weymouth for Clive Belfer. Number 4, number 7 is second, Deck the Dolphin, ridden by Greg Charles. And number 11 is run third, and that's Run and Jump, ridden by Brady Cross. 4-7-11, 4-7-11. Down the middle of the track, 1 horse affair over the last 400 metres. Onglays, ridden forward to try and get a position, then settled on the outside, just facing the breeze, but she was a spent force before the home turn. Shawnar carted them along at pretty well a decent clip most of the race. Just slowed them up at about the 850, but No Chatter's just bolted in. Number 4 at 10.80 and 3.10. Deck the Dolphin at 3.20 and Run and Jump at $2. 10.80, 3.10, 3.20 and $2. 62.50 Quinella exactor 149.20, 149.20 exactor. Trifecta $570.50, 570.50 for 4-7-11.
All right, and just repeating that important news in the next race at Caulfield, number 2, Great is Great, will now be ridden by Peter Mertens, who has replaced Patrick Payne. That's in the 3rd. Eagle Farm is coming up, race 3.
That's the main thing. Good on you.
That's trainer John O'Connor saddling up Top Carla in the hurdle coming up at Oakbank after Randwick, where they are moving in for the Country Cup. Eagle Farm, correct weight, is in on the 3rd event, Valiant Dane over Louis the Lip and Telly Series, 329, with that first 4 dividend still to come. Horses from all over New South Wales competing in the Country Cup. Precise Timing comes from Taree. Derby Parade is from Musselbrook, trained by Justin Drake up there. That first 4 at Eagle Farm, 3291, 6330 on the 3rd. Now, we don't have the legal right to telecast the Randwick events today, but with the call of the Country Cup is Ian.
Right, thank you, Les. Moving in well for the 2nd, the Country Cup, and on track the favourite 5 Precise Timing, joined now by 4 Lodgent. Good betting race this, 4 and 5 equal, half point to 2 Derby Parade, and then 9 Tara Express. So a very, very good betting race indeed. First of the day, won by 10 Besame Mucho, the hat-trick. Huey Bowman beat 1 Dorky, 7 Bouchette and 4 Aim for Gold. They've just had to let a car out from the Randwick track to go over the course proper. A lady was about to give birth. Yeah, Ray Murray, the chairman of stewards, just alerted me to the fact that naturally cars aren't allowed on the course proper. They've had to allow the car out because the babe decided to come along a little earlier than thought, so the car had to get out of the track in a heck of a hurry to go to hospital to allow the lady to have her baby. So there we go. 2nd day of the carnival, plenty of action. Now, coming up to the gates is Precise Timing along with Not Fussy, and the last in will be Alphane. Moving up now is Not Fussy. And Alphane walks in now to complete the line. Favourite in New South Wales is number 5, and that is Precise Timing at 480. Starter down at his stand. Ready now. Line good. They're racing in the Country Cup, and Artificial jumped out well, and so did Derby Parade. Lodgent right there, as is Old Sea Jester, and then comes on the inside Leg Irons booting up. A length and a half Garden Scene, Fate Petra, followed closely by Willie Singh Raymond, and then Precise Timing, Silent Impact, Tara Express, Most Wanted, then Alphane through, and last of all is Not Fussy. They work their way down by the 1200 marker, and the leader is Derby Parade. Lodgent since at its girth 2nd, a length and a half to Raymond, scooting up wide at a 3rd, followed by Leg Irons, Fate Petra, Artificial, Sea Jester, Willie Singh in no man's land. Tara Express over on the inside of Precise Timing, a length and a half then to Alphane, Silent Impact, followed by Most Wanted, through as 2nd last, and Absolute Not Fussy. Fairly compact the field in the Country Cup as they've travelled more than half the race, and Derby Parade held together in front, 3/4 Lodgent, a length to Raymond, Willie Singh very wide, Leg Irons scraping the aluminium, followed by Fate Petra, Sea Jester, and then comes Artificial over on the rail, Tara Express, Alphane, Garden Scene, Precise Timing, and then Silent Impact, Most Wanted, followed by Through and Not Fussy. They're homeward bound, coming to the 400 marker, and Derby Parade going about 5-6 horses off the inside rail, joined by Raymond, Lodgent between them, Leg Irons, Tara Express nearer the inner, and then Fate Petra and Artificial. Raymond and Lodgent claim Derby Parade, Tara Express the inner, Lodgent, Raymond the outside, Lodgent ahead in front of Raymond, Artificial and Tara Express. Here's a big go coming up. It's Lodgent in the middle, Tara Express. Lodgent will win the Country Cup. Lodgent beat Tara Express and Raymond. Good go 4th, Not Fussy, with Artificial and Precise Timing the rail, and then Sea Jester, Derby Parade, Most Wanted, Silent Impact, followed in by Garden Scene and Alphane. Further back in the run was Through, Leg Irons, Fate Petra and Willie Singh after a very wide run. Absolutes. Lodgent's got the money in the Country Cup. What an honest horse he is. Number 4, Lodgent, ridden by Glenn Boss. Another big one for Glenn, eh? What a carnival. Trained by Ray Wheatley at Callaroo on that beautiful Sapphire Coast track. One of the best country tracks in Australia without a shadow of a doubt. And another win to Grand Lodge, eh? The ill-fated Grand Lodge. Standing by for the numbers. 4, Lodgent is first officially, 9 second. And that is Tara Express by Song of Tara, trained by Mark Mason at Tamworth, written by Damien Oliver. 7 Raymond is run third by Truly Vain, trained by Anne-Marie Moller at Agnes Banks and Chris Muntz. And the 4th went to number 11, and that was Art Official. Art Official ran 4th.
All right, Ian, 4, 9, 7 and 11. The first 4, $6,318.70. That was on the Country Cup at Randwick.